Howdy y'all and welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time we play a little 7 Days to Die. Okay, so maybe this time we'll record some sound. I missed last episode. Well, I didn't miss it. I recorded it. It just didn't have any sound at all. No game sound. No me talking sound. Okay, thanks for letting me know that, but you don't record to that drive, so I don't know why you care. Oh, yeah, never mind. That was Windows letting me know that my hard drive was out of room because that's where my Steam games install too. And it's currently downloading a patch for Ark, which I don't play, but I let patch. Yeah. Not that it's a bad game or anything, I just, didn't really get into it that much. Not that this is anything about Ark. Did you bust down the stairs so I can't get back down? No, you didn't. Okay, I'm just looking on the wrong side. There was a lot of yelling and screaming while I was hiding out the night up on top of there. So last episode that you didn't see, I basically just came over here and worked my way around town a little bit and talked about the last episode of Fear the Walking Dead. Now, since that episode, and I have not watched the season finale, so we're just going to go ahead and talk about the episode that I'd already talked about. Because obviously you didn't hear me talk about it. Fear the Walking Dead, yeah. So, the show has been pretty good. As I've said before, I'm trying to remember where I left off in here. As I've said before, I wish it had been a little more about the collapse of civilization due to the zombie virus, and it really wasn't about that. It was highly focused on basically a single family or a small group. Now, did I go in this place? Yes, okay. Alright, so I've been in there, and I've been in there, and I've been in the church. I went in the back door of the church. And I hit on the roof of that building that... Ooh, don't touch the cactus. So I don't think I've been in here. Bam! Now I'm in here. Oh, and I learned both those. Handlebar schematics and the pump shotgun schematics. Yeah, it's been a little more focused on a single group. Dang it, I knew I was going to talk about this show. Why didn't I open up a page with their names? I can't remember what their names are. I just can't. I remember some of their names, but I don't remember all their names. I can't remember for the life of me the main character, Jody Stubbs, but that's not her name on this show. But I remember her name from another show. That was her name on Deadwood, which was a really good show. Anyways, so when the show starts, it's okay. There's two female characters that I got confused, and so I thought the doctor was, or well, she's not a doctor. The woman, Liza. I thought Liza was sleeping with one of the, or seducing one of the soldiers, but it turns out that was Ophelia. I don't know why I thought they were the same person. Probably because I only half pay attention. And Ophelia and Liza aren't really particularly main characters until this last episode. And, so, Ophelia starts off throwing a fit. at the gates, and they are going to arrest her and take her out and probably shoot her. But the soldier who she has seduced, well, I don't know, maybe she has feelings for him. I have my doubts, because mostly she was just asking for medicine for her mother. Her mother, Griselda, is the woman whose foot. I know. Stop telling me. It's telling me again that there's running out of room on your hard drive. I have multiple hard drives, so it's not going to have any impact on... Whoa, you know my volume's up really loud. It's not going to have any impact on me playing this game. So I don't know why it's throwing such a fit at the moment. It can't just wait 10 minutes for me to do something about it? No. It needs attention now. I'm Windows 10 and I need attention now. Okay, calm down about Windows 10, guy. So anyways, so Griselda and Nick, who's the son with the heroin problem, got taken by the military last episode, which had been 3 episodes ago at this point. And so Ophelia wants her mother back, and so they tell the boyfriend soldier that if he doesn't do something about it, they're going to do something about it. And so he goes in and he takes Ophelia back to her house. And then Travis, who is the school teacher and the school teacher's boyfriend, because I don't remember Jody Stubbs' name. Her name is not Jody Stubbs in here. I'm going to call her Jody, though. So Jody yells at him a little bit. Well, she yell at him. I think they're discussing what's going on and what they need to do. And Travis's son, who I don't know what his name is, he throws a little fit because he's, like 15. And his mother got on a truck and just left him. And so he throws a little fit. Travis talks to him a little bit. And he storms out of the house. And so Travis goes to talk to the soldiers. He wants to see the people in charge. The soldiers tell him they can't take him to see the people in charge. And so they talk a little bit about morale, and so he says it would be bad for morale if they didn't bring back the people who they've taken. And so they agree to take him finally. And as they go out, they get word that they see some zombies, and so they stop and they try and make Travis shoot one of the zombies with a sniper rifle. He won't do it. They finally kill the zombie. Then they're going along farther, and then they get stopped with more zombies, and soldiers go in to wipe out the zombies. And they partially get wiped out by the zombies, apparently. And so when they come back to get in the truck with Travis, the guy goes, what happened to the commanding officer? And he's like, we're not going to worry about that. The operation's changed. And we are now on Operation Get My Butt to San Francisco, which I think must be where the guy's family is. And then they take off with Travis still in the truck, headed for San Francisco. And then, while that's going on, Alicia, which is Jody's daughter, her name is not Jody on the show, remember. She's the school teacher lady that's one of the main characters, and I can't remember what her name is on the show. But Jody... Look, 5 episodes is not enough for me to learn everybody's name, alright? I'm bad with names. 5 episodes is not long enough. It's 6 episodes, but I haven't watched the 6th episode yet, so... Anyway, so Jody, or Alicia, Jody's daughter, finds Travis's son, who I don't know what his name is, so they break into a house and basically play dress up with people's clothes there because they're rich people. They play with the toys and things like that. Because Alicia's like 17, I think, and Travis' son's got to be like 15. So they're still pretty young, and stop telling me, alright? I know. I just said the door was unlocked. I totally just broke down a door that was unlocked. I could have just opened. And, anyway, so... Griselda's husband, turns out, when he was back in whatever country he came from, someplace in South America, I totally did not hear what country he came from. But he worked for the military, maybe, as a interrogation expert, let's say. A torturer. And so he is torturing the soldier that Ophelia brought back to the house for information on where everybody's at. And so, okay, we have explored that little town. I think this just leads off into the radiation wasteland. But so they torture him, like they show him cutting off the skin off his arm, and he talks about how you have to cut through the different layers and how there isn't a lot of feeling in the outer layer of skin compared to the inner layer of skin. And but one of the things that keeps coming up on the radio is they keep talking about cobalt, which is the name of the episode. And so he asks the soldier, what does cobalt mean? And he finds out that cobalt is the order for the military to pull out. Not the evacuation orders to evacuate the civilians, but the military is just up and leaving the area. And so Alicia and Travis' son come out of the house after curfew, and they see the trucks coming and they try to hide. And then they realize that the trucks don't care. They are headed out of Dodge, and so they're just going to leave everybody there. And then while all that's going on, Liza, who is Travis' ex-wife, she had agreed to go with the doctor last episode so that she could help people. And oh man, there's dogs coming. Really? See, I just died because I hit the bush instead of the dog. Well, that's going to be a long trek back. Because I am here. And I was down here. I'm probably going to need to make a new club. If I have the supplies, I do. But I can also get rid of... Well, I don't need you at all. Let's see. Leather can go. That's food. You... Actually, can I have some of this? I need to make new torches. I'm going to keep that with me. You can stay. This can go over here in the gun supply box. I want you to come with me. You can stay. You can come with me. Do I not have any more Magnum rounds? I don't have any more Magnum rounds, so What good does it do to me to have this? No, you repair my Magnum. You repair my hunting rifle. I'll take my hunting rifle with me, I guess. But the Magnum apparently gets to stay because I don't have any ammo for it. Where did that rifle go? Alright, and then I would like to cook up some... Right, you gotta cook it, alright? Tallow, yeah. So anyways, I know, alright? I'm running low on disk space. I get it, okay? Stop reminding me. Anyway, so... Spiked club. Almost gone up a few levels since the last time I made one of these, so maybe I'll get lucky and get like a really nice one. Or just the same thing as what I had before. Which I'm fine with. I mean, that's decent enough. Alright. You can keep cooking that up. You stay here. Oh, you stay here. I don't need that. You stay here. You stay here. I keep that. I keep that. I should keep those. You stay with me. Food. You stay here. Alright, and then I want to make some torches. Okay. So, Liza went with the doctor last episode, and she just got in the truck and left. Didn't tell anybody where she was going or anything like that, because that'd have been too easy. And so, ooh, don't take your little remaining iron with you. That should stay here. Take these sticks with you instead. So yeah, so they're supposed to go get Liza back, is where Travis went. He was gonna get Liza and Nick, because they took Nick too. Oh, let's do Nick's little snippet first. So, there was a guy like 2 episodes before who was basically having an emotional breakdown due to what happened with all the zombies. He's the one who said, what are you supposed to tell your kids when they ask if everything's going to be alright? I can't lie to them anymore. And so the military had taken him, and so he's in a prison cell, or, well, he's in a cage, basically, with some other people. And one of the people is this guy who... He's a brand new character in this episode, and he says that he can sell anything to anyone except insurance. He can't sell insurance, apparently. And he basically, if you get killed by a bear because you suddenly decide to stop running, I'm going to be furious. He basically talks the guy into another fit by talking about how his wife still looks good after all these years in this picture he showed him, and how with a body like that she'll be able to find a man who can take care of her in this day and age. And so that sends him into a fit, you know, yanking on the bars and yelling he needs to get out, kind of thing. And so then later the military comes and they're taking everybody's temperature. And when they take Nick's temperature, he's got a slight fever, and so that guy pays the guard 2 diamond cufflinks, it looks like, to leave Nick with him instead of taking Nick down to the quarantine area, because they're afraid that Nick might be infected. You'd think at this point that the doctor would know that everybody's infected. Although maybe not. Maybe they haven't isolated the virus yet and she didn't know how to test for it. But, yeah, so Nick stayed with him, and he's like, somehow he got his hands on the key to the cell, and he told Nick that he's about to make his move, and he needs someone with Nick's talents. I don't know what kind of talents he's referring to. He does know that Nick is a heroin addict. And so I'm guessing it has something to do with that. Not whatever heroin addict stuff, but probably the fact that he, you know, steals things, probably. And then Liza's working with the doctor, and the doctor, you know, tells her how she's a quick study and how she's learning really well, and how it's a good thing she showed up because all of her nurses are gone. She had 5 nurses. The military took the 2 best ones. And then she says, yep, I know, you're running out of room. She says, what happened to the other 3? And the doctor doesn't even bat an eye or say anything. And they bring in some wounded, and one of the soldiers has been bitten. And so they wheel him off down the hallway, and Liza sees one of the orderlies crank up the gas canister on a bolt pistol, which is a device that shoots out a metal rod. It's used to kill livestock, usually. It's also used on No Country for Old Men. That's the weapon he uses in that, the assassin guy. That's an awesome movie. I love that movie. And, oh good, I'm on fire. I'm burning. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. I didn't even see what I touched. I swear. Everything out through here looks like it's on fire. I don't know why you don't catch on fire more often. I think it must be those. I saw a zombie, but I don't care. And, so she asked the doctor about Griselda, and the doctor says that they had to take her foot, and she's like, I want to go see her, and she's like, she's in recovery now, I'll make sure you get to see her later. And then later in the episode, Liza sneaks down to where they've got Griselda. Griselda's in a cage on her, you know, bed and stuff, and then the doctor shows up, and she's like, I wish you'd have trusted me. And she's like, she's in septic shock. We did everything we could, but, you know, sometimes it doesn't help. And so while she's there, the nurse or the doctor gives her the bolt gun and explains to her what it is. And oh man, okay, somebody get to the front of the pack here. Dang it! Oh, why didn't I drop a sleeping bag closer to this? Why can't you hit the zombies without them hitting you now? I don't understand I can't hit the zombies anymore without them hitting me. I used to be able to dash in and hit and dash back out, and now the zombies reach farther than my club. And so I can't hit the zombies without stepping close enough that the zombies hit me, and my armor does not seem to be stopping them from stunning me. And my life never goes up any higher than that little smidgen I got down there. I guess I just need to sit down for 3 episodes and eat, because apparently that's the way to get your life up. Yes, it's very frustrating, alright? I got nothing. I guess I can make my bed roll. It's not called a bedroll. My sleeping bag. There we go. So Griselda then dies. and now she's a zombie. And the doctor said everybody comes back when they die. And I think that was pretty much the episode. So the military's pulled out. The guy that Travis knew, who was his go-to military guy, is now dead, I think. And yeah, it was. I don't know what they're gonna do for the next episode. I did really like one part where the guy who was a torturer was talking to the teacher lady, and he said his daughter goes running out of the house yelling and crying, and she had seen the bowl of bloody water, and so her father comes stepping out there, and the teacher lady, I guess they were in the house because he's dumping the bloody water in the sink, and she asked him like what's going on, and he says when we came to America, I told my daughter, when she was a child, everything. I kept nothing back from her. All the horrors, all the violence, all the terrible things that were done during the war. And the only thing I didn't tell her was which man I was in the stories. And I really like that because now she knows which one he was in the stories. But yeah, it was a pretty good episode. I haven't watched the season finale yet. I'll probably get to that sometime this week. And I know next Sunday is the start of The Walking Dead comes back, which is a better show than Fear the Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead just never... it didn't do what I wanted it to do. I realize I haven't watched the season finale yet, but if the military's pulling out, then I'm not going to get the show I wanted. For sure. Like, it's done. There's not enough left to get the series I wanted. I wanted to see civilization fall apart, and I got like one part of one episode was exactly what I wanted, and the rest of it's just been about this family. Well, a couple of families. Especially we're to the point where the military is pulling back and just abandoning the civilians. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to see, but we haven't seen anything leading up to it. There was absolutely no leading up to it. There's just crazy soldiers who have been up for 50 hours doing horrible things to people, while some civilians stay in relative isolation inside their fenced-off area while they try to control what's left of the population. I really thought that because of the way the soldiers were acting, I really thought that there was no government left, and that these soldiers had just basically claimed this area as their own. I mean, they weren't taking anything from the people, so that seemed a little weird, but maybe they were holding back for later, and this was like their reserves. I don't know. But that is not what happened, because the soldiers were definitely pulling out and leaving at the end of the episode. But yeah, it should be an interesting finale, season finale. I liked it. I just wish it had been more... 6 episodes is very short, obviously. Okay, somewhere in here is my pack. There it is. And now I've got to get my weapon back on my hotbar. Weapon, hotbar. And then I'm going to dump a sleeping bag right here, so that when I die again, I don't have to run 1,000 miles back. Yep. Couldn't get back. Yep. Can't hit through grass. Remember when they fixed that? Oh, I should check that nurse for supplies, actually. Well, not the supply I was looking for, but I'll take it. And, you know, some of the things they did was really cool. I really liked when they went back to the school to get drugs. I thought that was a really good scene with her and the kid who told her this was all coming and she didn't believe. And my favorite scene so far in the entire series was when they were rushing Griselda to the hospital after her foot got crushed. And when they got there, the police were shooting the patients as they were coming out the door. And so they just drove on by. And as they got back out on the highway, all the lights went off in Los... I mean, they came back on. So I'm not really sure why they went out in the first place, because they didn't stay out. But, yeah. A padlock? Interesting. I haven't seen one of those before. Alright, well, I'm going to call it here, and we'll pick back up someplace out here. I've got to go get my stuff, because there's no way I'll remember by the time I get to the next episode where I left that other bag that's now no longer on the map. So, alright, click like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.